Ma'am, you are live.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey Pratham, are you eating? The webinar has started. Stop eating.
Oh, sorry. I was eating a tomato.
Pratham, stop eating. Let me check your general knowledge. Can you tell me, tomato is a fruit or a vegetable?
Ma'am, can I say? Because I know it's definitely a vegetable.
No. It's not a vegetable. It's a fruit. Do you know that even a cucumber is a fruit and not a vegetable?
You both are right. Botanically, tomato is a fruit because it comes from the flower and it has a seeds. And nowadays, dietitian tends to put it in a vegetable category. So hope you both are clear. A very good evening to everyone virtually present here for webinar Malnutrition, a non-nutrition battle. I, Ms. Nipa Raja, with my colleague Ms. Gopi Thakur and students Nishit Chauhan and Pratham Doshi welcomes you all. Ms. Gopi Thakur is a national level table tennis player and a table tennis coach in Delhi Public School, Bhopal. Nishit is a national level table tennis player and Pratham is a state level football player. They both represent Bhopal, Delhi Public School, Bhopal. So let's start with the topic. Before, before proceeding, let me show you one small video. So hope you all have clear message on how food is important for someone. Now let's come to the topic malnutrition. What is malnutrition? Malnutrition is defined as an imbalance between body's need and the intake of nutrition, which can lead to a nutrition disorder. Or it has another condition also, where we are taking excessive amount of nutrition. So there are two types. One is undernutrition, which is due to deficiency, and another one is overnutrition, which is due to excess of nutrition. You can see in the chart what can happen if we are undernutrition or overnutrition. Now we will start with undernutrition. I will tell Pratham to give some knowledge about the kwashiorkor, which is one of the conditions where undernutrition occur.
Thank you, Nipa ma'am. So basically, kwashiorkor is a disease caused due to malnutrition. It occurs due to inadequate consumption of protein and calories in a person's diet. We can also call it as a protein calorie malnutrition. Generally, this disease can be found in small children and especially children belonging to weaker section of the society. Children below 5 years of age who have been left breastfeeding and old age people are mainly victimized of this disease. Because of low income, poor parents are engaged in other activities for their livelihood. So they are unable to give proper diet and food required with protein to their children. Due to lack of education in parents, they are not aware of proper diet to be given to their children. Few of the symptoms of this disease are slow growth, high fever, weakening of immune system, weakening of muscles, enlargement of liver and abdomen, etc. This disease can be commonly seen in underdeveloped countries like Africa, Bangladesh, Tanzania, etc. In US, this disease can be rarely seen in areas affected by drought and famine. According to UNESCO, 24% of children were affected by this disease in India in 2021, which is almost 1/3 of world's total children affected. If this disease is diagnosed and treated at the early age, there are complete chances of recovery. Otherwise, this disease can be life-threatening at the later stage. The best treatment for the kwashiorkor disease is to eat a proper, healthy and nutritious diet. The Indian governments are interested and taking steps to eradicate this disease by introducing schemes like midday meal and National Nutrition Mission to help to save children from getting affected by this disease. At the end, I would like to conclude that people victimized of this disease become shy and feel loneliness and depressed, and finally they are unable to cope up with the society and hence do not get success in any part of their life. Thank you. Now Nishit, tell the viewers something about the disease marasmus.
Thank you so much, Pratham, for making us aware about kwashiorkor so well. So as he said, now I'll be speaking about another type of disease which comes under malnutrition, which is marasmus. So marasmus is basically where one's energy is very depleted. It can occur in anyone with malnutrition, but it mainly occurs in children under the age of 5 years, or you can say it mainly occurs in toddlers. So as I said, it results from a negative energy imbalance. But how is this imbalance created? So the imbalance is created from a decreased energy intake or increased loss of indigested calories. This happens from emesis, which is vomiting, or diarrhea, burns, etc. The person suffering from marasmus is not able to properly synthesize protein in himself or herself and thus lose a lot of muscles and adipose tissue. And thus he or she also becomes a lot weaker than other people around him. As it is under malnutrition, one of the root causes for marasmus is poor background, and we need to eradicate poverty to overcome such diseases. As we are talking about poverty and underdevelopment, we have to talk about US, where the marasmus is very rarely seen, especially in children. Only about 3 out of 228 total cases were there in children. However, if we talk about India, around 36% of the toddlers are underweight, whereas this percentage is very low in all the developed countries, which is around only 0.5%. This makes India home to almost one third of the world's stunned children. So now there are a lot of bad things related to this, but the good thing is that this can be treated. This can be treated by by increasing, like slowly increasing hard digesting calories to the giving it to the person. The children with marasmus commonly develop infections and are consecutively treated with antibiotics or other medications. But once the ability of the person to synthesize protein is lost, death is almost inevitable. But as I said, this can be treated. How? So initially, the child has to be fed dried skimmed milk with boiled with mixed water. And once the child starts tolerating that, a vegetable mix can be added with sugar and also some proteins like casein and whey. Once the child even starts to recover from that, they should have more balanced diet to meet their nutritional needs. And thus, slowly, they can start recovering and slowly making their digestive system a lot stronger. Very important part in this is mindful eating, which is simply eating or drinking while being aware of each bite and sip. And thus, by things like mindful eating only, we can overcome marasmus and kwashiorkor. So, as we have talked about marasmus and kwashiorkor by now, I would like to add one more point at the end, which is that there are chances where people get marasmus and kwashiorkor both at the same time. So a person which has both at the same time is known to have marasmic kwashiorkor, where he or she be extremely thin and show signs of wasting in some areas of the body and have excessive fluid buildup in other parts. That would be it for marasmus and kwashiorkor. Thank you.
Very good information by Pratham and Nishit. Now let's see the another things which can come under the undernutrition. And these are wasting and stunting. Let's see what is wasting. Actually, wasting is a deficiency where your weight is lower than your height. And stunting means your height is not proper as per your age. These are the two conditions. Let's talk. Let me make you understand. This is a normal person. But in wasting, what happened? The height is proper, but the weight is not as per the height. Now let's come to the stunting. The weight is very much low as per their height and age, both. And the last one is underweight, which means lower weight for the age. Hope you are clear. Now, I will tell my colleague, Ms. Gopi Thakur, to tell us about some specific deficiencies.
Hello everyone, I am Gopi and I will speak about vitamins and minerals. Let's start with vitamin A. It was the first vitamin that was discovered in 1913. It was discovered by Dr. McCollum. It is helpful in formation of bones and teeth. Lack of vitamin A causes poor vision, night blindness, sometimes complete loss of vision. We can find vitamin A from milk, milk products, yellow vegetables, mango, papaya, egg, cod liver oil, animal liver, etc. Now let's come to vitamin D. It helps in absorption of calcium and phosphorus. Lack of vitamin D causes rickets and dental cavities and osteoporosis. Bones become soft and bad. Main source of vitamin D are sunray, milk, butter, fish liver oil, etc. Now comes to vitamin C. It helps in healing the wounds. It increases the metabolic rate. It is also highly effective antioxidant. Lack of vitamin C causes scurvy. Adult may feel tired, weak, irritable. Now we'll talk about vitamin E. It is required for growth of many organs in our body. Deficiency of vitamin E is rare, but it can occur in people with certain genetic disorder. Sometimes premature infant with very low weight. Lack of vitamin E cause anemia. Main source of vitamin E are fruits, dry fruits, green vegetables, milk, butter, meat, cottonseed, etc. We can also find vitamin E from kidney, liver, heart, etc. also. Now comes to vitamin B1. This is colorless vitamin. It tastes like salty and smells like yeast. It maintains the health of internal organs. Lack of vitamin B1 causes beriberi. It also causes constipation, irritation, and anger also. It is found in yeast, cauliflower, orange, egg, potatoes, whole grains, beef, etc. Now we will talk about minerals. Let's talk about calcium. Calcium is required for development of our bones and teeth. It makes the teeth and bones strong and healthy. Lack of calcium can cause rickets. It is found in various products such as milk, cheese, orange, eggs, yogurt, green leafy vegetables, etc. Now let's talk about iodine. Iodine is required for proper growth and development of our body. Lack of iodine can cause goiter and mental disability in children. It is found in iodine salt and seafood like fish and all. Now comes to iron. It is required in production of hemoglobin. Lack of iron can cause anemia. It is found in dry fruits, banana, green leafy vegetables, egg, meat, etc. That's me at the end of my talk. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Gopi ma'am, for sharing with us a specific deficiency. Now, let's talk about the another condition, which is overnutrition. And the obesity is the main cause. What do you mean by obesity? As you can see in the photos, the people who are eating the junk food are like the junk food only. So, obesity means an increase in body weight because of the excess fat in our body, or we can say surplus of calories, or we can say in another words, we are taking too much calories, but we are not using it. So it is gathering in our body as a fat. So let's see the ways. How do people can know that you are obese? So there are so many ways, but the most popular is BMI, that is body mass index, which can be known as Quetelet index also. What you will do in body mass index, you will do the measurements of height in meters and then weight in kgs. Afterwards, you will divide weight by height in meter square. Whatever the answer you are getting, you can do it now as per your height and your body also. If you are getting the answer less than 18 88.5, that means you are underweight. You need to work on your muscles. If you are getting the point between 18.5 to 24.9, as per the WHO, you are a fit person. You are a normal person. Beyond 25 or between 25 to 30, if you are getting, that means you are overweight. And beyond 30, you people are at risk. Be aware that you are going to fight with the obesity. Third method is waist-hip ratio. Here, I have already shown how to measure the waist and hip of a person. If it is a man, from where you will measure it, and if it is a woman, from where you will measure it. After measuring the circumference, you will divide waist circumference by hip circumference. If man getting the answer in less than 1 point, that means they are fit. And if woman getting the answer less than 0.85, that means the women are very much fit. Or we can say that they are active. Waist ratio, you are going to take it in the same measurements. For example, if you are taking waist and hip circumference in inches, then both should be in the inches only. If you are taking in centimeters, then both should be in centimeters only. Hope you are clear. Now the another method, skin fold thickness. You can see here, someone is pinching their own skin with one equipment. This equipment is called the skin fold caliper. Here, I just shown you the thickness, the fat which is coming under that pinch is known as your fat. So you are that much fat. Hope you are clear with this techniques. There are another methods also. For example, you weight under body, hydro weighing. Another thing, nowadays the smart scales are coming in which you can watch your BMI, water level in your body, fat in your body. There are so many things. Now the things comes. Just a second. Now, sorry. As per the WHO, obesity problem is tripled from 1975. So if we will think before in 1975 people are obese, then now it is 15. In our nation, every 1% is fatty in 5%. In 2020, there is 39 million people were obese. So let's talk how to deal with it. Someone said rightly, there is no gain, no pain. So if you want to reduce the weight, you need to determine for your work. Be ready to do exercise. Be ready to eat properly. Nishit said rightly, mindfully eating. You have to eat mindfully. Then brisk walking, yogasans, aware of your calories, what you are eating. There are so many ways. So hope you are clear with the ideas of obesity. Now, let's do the overview. Nishit
Ma'am?
Yes.
Ma'am, can I ask the question? I have a question.
Yeah, sure, Nishit.
Ma'am, so we discussed undernutrition and overnutrition both. Okay, so I was very curious. I want to know from everyone, what do you guys think? Is building muscle harder or losing fat harder? I personally think building muscle is a lot harder. Okay.
No, if I will say personally, I will say to lose weight is very much hard.
How,
What do
ma'am?
you say, Pratham?
I think gaining weight is very hard.
Oh, let me tell you, this is a psychological thing. So whatever
Let
you
the
do,
viewers
you,
also say. What do the viewers think about it?
I think people are, as per our view only, some are saying to getting muscle is hard and some are saying to lose muscle is hard. So let's see. As I told you, it is totally a psychological thing as per you. The person who is thinner will think, oh, how I will increase the weight. And person who is fat, oh, it's too hard to lose the weight. So it's up to you what you are thinking. Anyway, let's see the overview of the malnutrition. That is undernutrition, where we have seen kwashiorkor, marasmus, another condition, marasmic kwashiorkor, wasting, stunting, specific deficiencies. A woman is always knowing, especially iron, because of the body structure of woman, they are lacking of iron now and then. But obvious, overnutrition, obesity. WHO said that there are people who are dying because of the obesity are more than there are people who are underweight. So let's end the session here. Before we go further, if the viewer has any question, they can ask. Okay. Before end of the session, I will like to show you one video. We have given the reference and we have taken it from the YouTube. The video was from the World Food Program. You don't have to be great, but you have to start to be great. So be creative in saving the food as well as giving the food. You need to be creative and you need to give so many things, and you need to think about how you can feed the another people. Mother Teresa, let me quote the Mother Teresa. She said, if you can't feed 100 people, then feed just one. So start from ourselves and start feeding one people every day. Thank you and have a nice day.